Say hello.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy St. Patrick's Day from here at the APA studio. Today we've got a special studio showdown for you. We've dubbed the Shamrock Shootout. We thought it would be the perfect way to kick off your St. Patrick's Day festivities. Today we've got Jared O'Lucky Grafman and Ryan McShamrock Panhorst. They're going to be going head-to-head to lay claim here, folks, to the Studio Showdown title. That's right, folks. One of these guys is going to strap this belt on, and they will be your Studio Showdown champion. Our Shamrock Shooters today are going to be squaring off in a match of 9-ball. Both players skill level 7, which means we're going to be racing to 55 points. Should be a fun match. Our participants look like they're about ready to go, and so let's go ahead and get our match underway. First at the table is going to be Ryan McShamrock Panhorst. Little friendly handshake there, Steve.
I do like the sportsmanship. I also do want to know how long it took you to that alliteration there in your intro with the Shamrock Show. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I did like that.
Took me all about 30 seconds before we started. Again,
and that's why you're a pro at this, man.
Hope you folks are having a great St. Patrick's Day. We thought, what better way to get people started? And I'm sure people heading out tonight. It's been a couple of years since people were really able to celebrate. Got a dry break there for Mr. McShamrock. That'll bring Jared O'Lucky Grafman back to the table.
Now, Jason, tell me, who are these guys? Why are they here today?
These are basically staff members of ours that we were able to forcibly make come down to the studio.
They did not have a choice.
Put these costumes on and play. Now, these guys volunteered to do this. Both pretty good shooters.
7s, yep.
And, you know, we said, hey, you want to come down, have a little fun with us, and get everybody in the St. Patrick's Day spirit, and so they agreed. So
the alternative was me and you, a couple of 3s.
Nobody wants to
see that. So we figured we'd get on the mic instead.
So
Let
again,
these
this
guys
is
hit the balls around.
Ryan McShamrock Panhorst at the table.
What does Ryan do for us?
Ryan is our franchise development assistant. He works in our franchise development department. Those are the folks that bring in our league operators. And Jared O'Lucky Grafman is one of our support consultants, works directly with our league operators to help them stay focused, answer any questions they have, that kind of thing. And again, both of them pretty accomplished shooters, Steve.
I would say probably some of the best shooters, and definitely up here at the headquarters. I think maybe only one player may have an edge on these folks. And I'm not even sure if that's the case. Maybe Mike from the warehouse?
All right, Jared gets it going with that 1-5 combo.
So one thing I did want to say, I wanted to say a big, huge shout out to the chat. And the nature of this match, we'll be able to look at the chat and respond a little bit more often than, say, some of our, the finals matches in Vegas and stuff. So, of course, I want to say hi to Matthew, who diligently,
my man Matt Bryson,
faithfully,
he's always tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you, Matt. Again, a lot of folks just joining us. You're watching our Studio Showdown, our Shamrock Shootout here from the APA studio. Ryan McShamrock Panhorst at the table here.
I'm digging these outfits.
A little bit of a slow start for these guys. Steve getting a little used to the table here. I know both these guys haven't been playing as much as they might like.
Before the match, Ryan did mention that he's a little slow to the uptake. It takes a second for him to warm up. So he might be telling the truth. I didn't believe him before.
Always a little challenging to play on live stream in front of hundreds of folks, too. So, all right, Jared with a nice bank. Pockets that one in the corner. Opens up the table a little bit. And that'll bring Ryan McShamrock back to the table.
So it is St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And the team did, and you didn't know this leading up to the event.
No. What didn't I know?
Well, we have a bunch of trivia questions for St. Patrick's Day. Now, we're not keeping score.
Okay.
But we're going to ask everybody, you and the chat, and I'm going to give everyone a chance to offer. This is, we're not keeping track.
This is St. Patrick's Day trivia?
St. Patrick's Day
I might
trivia.
be in trouble on this. I might be in trouble on this one.
Now, as I talk, feel free to interject if something happens in the match.
Absolutely.
So, and I do have 10 questions, so we're going to have to space this out over.
So you want me to answer these questions if I can? If not, we're going to rely on the chat. Now, I feel like the chat gets to use Google. And
everybody gets to answer, but you know, it's just the honor system. You get first crack, and I know you don't have Google as I'm sitting next to you.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments
So,
as Jared pockets that 3 in the corner, takes a 4-1 lead early on here. Should remind folks, too, tuning in, Steve, balls pocketed are worth 1 point.
Yep.
9 balls worth
9
2
ball
points.
rules.
These guys are racing to 55. Ooh, a little, no. I thought Jared O'Lucky was going to get a little lucky there on that. 7 ball that doesn't drop. I'm going to bring Ryan back to the table. All right, ask away, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
What's my first
I'm super
challenge
sucked in
here?
to see if he had an out here, but I'm not good enough to see if he has an out there, Jason, to be honest with you. If the chat sees the out, feel free to throw it in the comments. But the question is, what did, and chat, feel free to jump in, and I will shout out who got the first answer right. What did St. Patrick drive out of England?
Snakes.
Snakes. That is.
Am I right?
I can't say.
You can't say.
Snakes.
You have the answer. I'm saying snakes.
Well, I'm going to give chat an answer.
I think it's snakes.
So we have snakes on the board.
Jared pockets that 4 in the corner.
Nola APA, who is a good friend of ours, they love the suits. They look snazzy.
Pockets
look snazzy. I don't know if the camera does them justice. Looks like Jared's going to wrap up this rack pretty quick.
Pockets at 7, and now down just to the 9 ball, which again is worth 2 points here.
We have no guesses in the chat.
Fires that 9 in the corner. Steve Jared O'Lucky Graffman with a big 9-1 lead to start this match off, and he will have the break in the second set. Maybe they missed the question.
No, I'm going to say it again. Annette did guess. She says rats. Jason has guessed snakes. The question is for chat, what did St. Patrick drive out of England? Zach says snakes, also known as druids. So that's interesting. A little history lesson I'm thinking might be in that comment.
Okay. All right, how long do we wait for this answer as Jared prepares to break?
Right after the break, I'll tell him.
All right, because I'm dying to know if I'm right. I didn't think I'd get any of these questions. All right. It's I believe that was the 8 on the break.
And the 3, I believe.
3 ball.
Yep, in the corner there. The answer is, well, at least Google told me it was snakes.
Boom.
It is snakes.
Chalk one up for me.
Now, if there's a deeper history lesson there, we all know how history can get a little muddy. So.
Oh, look at that shot,
shot,
Steve, for Jared O'Lucky. That's a beaut. She's a beaut.
Ryan's like, do I clap?
Ryan can't do anything but clap. Clap and watch as Jared extends that lead.
Man, he's not even getting
Soft
down the
touch
shot.
on the 2 ball. Another point on the board.
We're going to have to tell him to slow down so I can do these questions.
All right, that'll bring.
So I guess we could probably shark him if we had to.
That'll bring Ryan McShamrock.
John
Horse
says
back to the table.
Annette says hubby did verify snakes.
Snakes.
We do have hubby verification, so it is
a lot
official.
of snakes in Ireland, huh?
So I'm curious about that one comment about it being druids, but let's go on to the next question. We'll just blaze through this. If we get done early, we'll get done early.
Especially at the pace Jared's playing here, we might be done very quickly.
This is a fun one here. I'll let him shoot. I'm going to try not to shark them.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I know we don't, obviously this would never happen in Vegas, but where we're commentating from is literally within earshot. They can hear everything we're saying the entire time. And I'm sure it's very off-putting.
I could throw my gum at them from here and hit them dead square.
But we're all friends, and I gave them Mountain Dew, so they're doing fine.
All right, 4 in the corner, but Mr. Graffman follows it up, scratches in the opposite corner. A little bit of a break there for Ryan. That'll go down as a dead ball. And so Ryan will have ball in hand. Go ahead, Steve. Next question. Give it to me.
While he figures out what he's going to do.
I'm on a roll.
This is a good one. Because we've all done this as a child. We've all gone looking for 4-leaf clovers.
Ooh.
What are the odds, and this is for Chad as well, what are the odds of finding a 4-leaf clover?
The odds of finding a 4-leaf clover?
Yes. So we would express that in a 1 in X amount.
I'm saying 1 in 10,000.
We have a guess at 1 in 10,000. I'll read the question again. What are the odds of finding a four-leaf clover? Jay has the first guess in at 1 in 10,000. No Googling. Good shot from Ryan.
Ryan fires
Speaking
that
of firing
5 ball
a
in
lot
the
of
corner.
David agrees with you. David J.
1 in 10,000?
He says
seems
1
like
in
a good
10,000.
number, right?
Terry says 1,000 to 1 or 1. Matthew also says 1,000 to 1 or 1 in 1,000.
I feel like that's a little on the low side, but
John M says 1 in a billion.
ooh.
I can't go with that one. I found a few, so either I should have been playing lottery this whole time, or it's a little lower than
While
that.
we wait for that answer, I'll give you a little. It's not really trivia, but just a factoid that
Shoot it.
a lot of folks associate the four-leaf clover with St. Patrick's Day, as Jared misses that shot, but it's actually the shamrock that's associated with St. Patrick's Day, which is a 3-leaf clover.
That's actually, I have a question about that.
Did I already head that off too?
but
I'm just killing it on the trivia.
You are. And I do want to confirm that he literally
I
did
have not seen any of these questions.
I actually was hoping to stump him because this is one of my opportunities to beat my boss. So far I'm not doing so good. So the answer is 1 in 10,000.
What?
1 in 10,000. You're 2
Boom.
for 2.
That's 2 for 2. Wow. All right. I really thought I had no chance at any of these questions. So 2 for 2. I'm thrilled.
So Aunt Rio says, are they trying to get innings in? They're getting sharked by the chat, guys. It's the suit. It's the suit. Give him a break.
Point on the board for Jared O'Lucky.
And remember, this is all for fun. This is a fun game.
Well, for fun and to lay claim to the
it is the
Studio
belt,
Showdown
though.
title, which as soon as Jared finishes this rack off with 2 more points, let's show him this belt.
The
Maybe
belt
we can
is
get a
pretty
shot
cool.
here of the commentators. We'll show you the Studio Showdown title these guys are competing for, folks. They're going to strap this bad boy on at the end of this match, and we'll lay claim to it until our next Studio Showdown. So pretty impressive belt there, don't you think,
That is
Steve?
pretty
That's
cool.
pretty nice.
That is pretty cool.
All right. So snakes, 1 in 10,000, got both of those.
So to piggyback off what you were saying before about it's not the four-leaf clover but the shamrock. So why do we associate the shamrock with St. Patrick? And that's the question. This is question. Actually, I skipped ahead for you. This is actually our last question.
Why do we associate the shamrock with St. Patrick's Day?
David Thompson says, Ryan, come back, man. You got this. You have some believers in the chat for you, Ryan.
I'm going to guess because there's a lot of clover in Ireland. I don't know. That's the best guess I got. Powerful break there from Jared. But
a little dry.
Dry break.
So I'm going to give chat. This is a good one. So I'm going to give chat an opportunity. I'll milk this a bit. I'm going to try to stop sharking Ryan so much.
Tough start here for Mr. McShamrock Panhorst. Brings Jared back to the table. All right, so I'm dying to know. Are we waiting for answers from the chat? Does anybody got it?
We're gonna go. No one's
Why
answered,
is
but
the
it's a delay,
shamrock
so we got to give them a second.
associated with St. Patrick's Day?
I give everybody a hint. It has to do with the number of leaves. It's because I found it specifically because it's 3, not 4.
So I've already learned that my answer is wrong. It's not because there's a
you're
lot
not
of
right.
clover in Ireland.
yeah,
Okay.
you're not right. You don't get this one. But still, you're still batting pretty good.
All right,
That's
that'll
a
give
ball in
ball in
hand.
hand to Ryan here. Again, hope all of you are
we
having
do
a
have
great
some right
St.
answers in
Patrick's
chat.
Day. You got to remember, the chatters also have access to Google. They can very quickly type these answers in. I
So
feel a
that's
little-
Gauntlet Throne chat. He's saying you're Googling stuff. We have a bunch of right answers in the chat. So Pete says, where is this studio? This is a studio out here in St. Louis where the national headquarters is. And it's pretty awesome. We're going to do a lot of content. It's almost finished. We're kind of breaking in, and it's fantastic.
It's another point
So-
there for Ryan.
So we're right outside of St. Louis.
And yet another point for Ryan.
So everyone in chat who is saying that it represents the Holy Trinity and was considered sacred for that reason, that's why it's associated with St. Patrick.
Aha.
So we had a bunch of people in chat being right. So Michelle, she asked, where is this tournament being held? This is actually not a tournament. This is more of a, a Thursday afternoon. Let's hang out and be cool.
It's a studio showdown. Done
So,
a couple of these. We did the Halloween one.
We did do the Halloween
back,
fun. We did a couple of rounds. We ran an 8-man for that.
Yeah, I guess that was a little more of a tournament style.
Yeah.
Jared here at the table.
So, yeah, that's a fair question. So, yeah, this is just be one match exhibition. Really just an excuse for us to kind of hang out with you guys.
Yeah, we wanted to help ease you guys into St. Patrick's Day, and some of you probably in the latter hours of the workday getting ready to celebrate with some green beverages maybe, or some corned beef and cabbage, right?
I actually have a question about the corned beef. Let me skip to that one.
Got a question for all my comments.
I do.
Nice cut there by Ryan. 3 in the corner as he's starting to pick it up a little bit. Now 17-5.
Said he was a late bloomer, I believe. I'll be on the Ryan train until he ties it up. There you go. So about the food. Here's the next question. This is question 6. We're all out of order. What is a... Nope, that's not the right one. I apologize.
All right, Ryan fires in that 5 in the corner, starting to get in a little bit of a groove here.
Okay, I'll phrase this question differently. Good shot.
Nice cut on the 6 in the corner.
That looked real pretty from where we're sitting.
Good leave on the 7 ball. Mr. McShamrock Panhorst picking it up.
Yeah, I'm just going to close the gap on this rack. So you mentioned corned beef and cabbage. So I'll ask you a true or false statement. Is corned beef and cabbage the original Irish meal? And I've already kind of given it away.
I'm going to say no.
The answer is no.
Okay.
So it's actually ham and cabbage.
Oh.
If you go to Ireland, generally, and if there's somebody, and if I am wrong, please feel free to correct me in chat. I will not be upset. But it is my understanding that in Ireland, it's ham and cabbage. And the reason why it switched to corned beef and cabbage, which is an American-made staple, is that when Irish immigrants came over, they couldn't afford ham, and the way they would get meat, they would need to brine it to somehow do a lot to it to make it taste good. So that then we get corned beef and cabbage in the States.
Interesting factoid. How many folks out there are going to be eating corned beef and cabbage tonight? That's what I want to know. How many of our viewers are going to be dining on the corned beef and cabbage?
I know I am. It's probably one of my favorite meals on the planet. I will take corned beef over ham any day of the week.
Meanwhile, Mr. Ryan McShamrock Panhorst pulls within 5 points with the break here in this third rack. It's the 7 ball on the break.
Ryan Roger from the chat says, stop sandbagging. Pop over to YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
I think he felt a little shark there, Steve-O.
Yeah, well,
This
he's
is that
catching up,
one.
right? Oh, well, I got to shark Jared now. We're all friends, right?
We were.
I know, right? That's a good point.
Jared extends his lead after pocketing that 1 ball.
I'm going to have to take Ryan out for a beer now.
All right. Tries to play a little safe. I don't think that worked out as he had anticipated or hoped.
I'm not going to say a word.
Ryan now shooting on the 2 ball. It is a little different when they can hear exactly what we're saying, isn't it? Usually when we're at a tournament,
There's that separation.
real
We
event,
need to stop sharking
we do
this
have a
dude.
sound booth.
Emily McConnell, yes. They absolutely can hear us. 100%. We were 100% within earshot. This is a not serious match. These guys, we're just playing as friends and hanging out. And the belt is on the line. So there are stakes.
The title is out there.
There are stakes.
Ooh, true to his name. Mr. Jared O'Lucky picks up that 4 ball in the corner.
And Emily, if you have anything you'd like me to pass along to these folks, I'm super okay with doing that.
Within reason.
Within reason, yes, obviously. We're a family channel. The kids watch this.
Curious what our chatters are doing this evening for St. Patrick's Day. Do you have a St. Patrick's Day party, league night? What do you got going on St. Patrick's Day?
I have a beer question.
A beer question?
Sure, that's what's
is that
probably
the next trivia?
Going to be part of what their plan is. Good hit. Did he get behind it?
All right, that'll bring Jared back to the table. What's your next
question,
question,
a good question, Steve? Nice in the chat. Be ready to answer this as well. How many pints of Guinness do drinkers consume on St. Patrick's Day? This is worldwide, by the way it's phrased.
Worldwide pints.
You know what? I'm going to say this is
Guinness.
United States.
United States.
Yeah. How many pints of Guinness do drinkers consume on St. Patrick's Day? And I'll let that question hang out there.
That's
for
like
chat.
a glass of Guinness. How many?
It did not. It was not a super thorough.
I'm gonna go with like.
Richard Schultz says 4 million.
I'm gonna go more like 12 million.
Jason's got 12. I feel like we're playing Prices Right. For those of you who remember that,
I'm gonna go 12.
Just do $1 less than him, and you'll get it.
I'm gonna go 12 million. I think.
High five if you get that reference, team. Oh, he's going to get it?
Look at this. Nope.
Cross cut.
Nope.
St. Louis APA, I can only assume that's Dan. Hi, Dan. He says 1 million. Bruce Farley says too many.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Over on YouTube, Alex says 50.
50? I assume he means 50 million.
Yeah, 50 million. Oh, that was close.
Looking to be a good shot there, but
DeVucci says, I hope I'm saying that right, 6. Sean says 10 million. These are millions. So hello over on YouTube. Austin says 15. I'll go ahead and shoot you guys the answer while Jared's down in the shot, raising my voice loudly.
Oh, he misses the shot. But look at this. Nope. No luck there for Mr. Grafman.
The answer is 13 million.
What did I say?
You said 12. You were close.
Boom. I think I was closest,
you were close.
right? I feel like I'm killing
it here.
Honestly,
if this were Price is Right, I think you might actually have won.
Well, no, I would have gone over. If it, no, I was under. I was under. Yeah.
So somebody had to do like 12.
So I'd be
one. Like I said, right? I even told the chat to do that.
Yeah.
No.
I'd be spinning the wheel at the end of the end
right,
of the day,
exactly.
Right? The big prize wheel
or whatever that. Man, I got to
Showdown
watch that
series.
Now. So, are you who was it? Drew Carey or Bob Barker?
Come on, it's Bob Barker all the way.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I'm old school, man.
School.
Bob Barker plus the ladies he had on there.
The Bob Barker, Happy
ladies
Gilmore, Adam Sandler scene is what it forever cements Bob Barker as a legend in my mind.
Bob Barker.
Chris Grismore says, I'd rather Ratch 2's play. Well, me and Jason, we'll knock him around next time. We'll put that theory to the test. We'll see if you really believe that. 2.5 hours later, we're on the first rack still.
Another dead ball there for Jared O'Lucky. Pockets the ball, but follows it in with a scratch. We've seen that a couple of times now.
Ashley Morgan says this is great. Hi, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley Morgan down in Orlando. Ryan pockets that 5 in the corner. Cannot pocket the 6 in the opposite corner, though.
Chat's funny. James says, why aren't these guys drinking something green? I thought wearing something green. Well, technically we are on the clock, so it is in the middle of the day. We all have to drive home to our families.
Nice cut there on the 6. I think Becky said she had some
she
green
did.
beer, or at least some green food coloring for the beer. As Jared pockets that 8, extends his lead.
I got to start sharking him more. This is a hard shot, though.
Another scratch there. So a chance now for Ryan to pick up a couple of points here at the end of this rack. Close the gap here. And he does so with ease. Another 2 points for Ryan. It'll be 21-17, I believe, at the end of the third rack. Again, these players racing to 55. Both of these guys skill level 7s. And I talked to these guys before the match, Steve. It's been a while since either one have been playing a bit. I know they really like playing, but with COVID and all the things that have gone with that, they just have not had an opportunity. So,
and just like everybody else right now, it's been an opportunity to kind of reevaluate how they're spending times. And Ryan was a league operator. Now he works in the office, so he's around pool tables a little bit less than he had been in the past.
Right.
Jared's made some different life choices. He actually originated. He was a player before he was an employee, right?
I believe so.
So
Ryan with the break here. Fires in that 5 ball in the corner.
James Lillis says, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. That is true. That is an accurate statement. However,
Irish coffee, is that what that's
Yeah,
called?
I'd have to be doing it. I'd
coffee?
be falling asleep by 2 in the afternoon unless I did switch to coffee.
What is the Irish coffee? Is that a
I think it's
coffee
just
with Jameson in it?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I have a cup here. There you go. Look at that. Step-by-step recipe.
Irish.
Yeah.
This says Irish coffee. Whipped cream. Coffee.
We'll have to throw that on the table between racks or something.
And Irish whiskey.
So
Cool.
Jameson, yeah. So Jameson, if you're out there, we will take a sponsorship. Please send us Jameson.
Product sponsorship, huh? A little product placement.
Get it. Hey, everybody wins, right? Everybody wins. You ready for another question?
I'm ready for another
While he looks
question.
longingly
I feel like
at
I'm
the table,
killing it, except
you are
for the
doing pretty well.
Clover one. I think have I got them all right?
Except for one. Yeah,
Wait,
except
did
for the
we
one you
answer
mentioned.
oh yeah, we answered the Guinness one.
I did want to wait till he shot because I wanted to stop Shark and Ryan. In what country, this is for the chat as well, feel free to chime in what country was the first St. Paddy's Day parade held? In what country?
So I feel like it would be too easy to say Ireland, right?
That's
fair. It seems like a little bit of a trick question. So I'm going to say.
That's fair, because why ask the question if it's obvious, right?
I'm going to say.
Unless that's the trick.
I'm going to say America. Pocket's the one in the corner. I'm going to say right here in the good old U.S. of A.
Jason says good old U.S. of A.
We have a tendency to, I had this conversation last night. What were we talking about? It was waffles, and somebody said, "Are Belgium waffles? Are they really Belgium?" And
are they American?
I pointed to fries, and I said, "I don't think they're really French either." So, I'm going to say the first parade was in America.
America. Well, chat overwhelmingly agrees.
Okay, let's see if we're right, though. I mean, the key is, are we right?
I'll give it another 5 or 10 seconds just because of the lag. Not lag, but
I feel like they've seen my success with the trivia, and they're just kind of following along now. Ryan cannot pocket that 3 in the corner. Each time he's got a chance to really tighten this match up, he's struggled to make the ball.
It's because I slipped him $5 earlier and told him to string out the match because we needed an hour of content. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. I would give him $10. But it is America.
Boom.
It is America.
What am I, 3 for 4? 4 for 5?
However many questions we've
Sweet.
asked. Because we're going to give you the Guinness one because you were by
closest. Jared fires in that
Price is Right
4
rule.
ball.
So this is the one. You didn't get that one. And this one wasn't really a question, so that was more of a statement at that point.
Oh, that was going to be a sexy shot there. But alas, does not go.
To me, this looks open. Not to put him under any
Good
pressure.
chance for Ryan here to pick up some ground again. Ryan McShamrock Panhorst.
Nailed it.
Fires in that green ball in the side pocket, a.k.a. the 6. But he can't follow it up with the 7 in the corner, unfortunately. Rattles it in and out. Brings Jared back to the table.
So while he lines this up, I'll ask the next question, and I'll ask it quick.
You're running out of questions, aren't you?
I know.
We're only in the third rack
Maybe I
here.
should wait. I'll wait. I'll hold it. Do you want to answer the question, Jared? How do leprechauns earn their gold?
How do leprechauns
said doing what?
earn their gold?
Oh, yeah. Okay, no idea.
How do leprechauns earn their gold?
How do leprechauns earn their gold?
I got to go with Into the Rainbow, right?
Into the
And
Rainbow.
boy, both players with some trouble with that 7 ball in the corner. I mean, I don't know, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? They got to get to the end of the rainbow.
Okay, so you're saying wise investments and frugal spending habits, I guess. So pot of the rainbow, they're already rich. They don't need to make money because they're already rich.
That's the answer?
No, that's what I'm trying to understand your answer.
Oh. No, I said they got to find it at the end of the rainbow, right? Isn't that the old saying? The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow?
Emily says, Ryan, stop shooting so hard. Low, soft, and slow. Well, let's say stealing it. A lot of people are saying stealing it, or for some sort of pot of gold.
Oh, look at there, Steve. Again, Jared O'Lucky Graffman.
Dang.
Shooting on the 7, but pockets that 9 in the corner, picks up another 2 points. There'll be 2 dead balls in that third rack.
Ryan, Jared, Kenneth Loftus, Mr. Murdoch, who also works up here with APA, he says, I think wearing a sports coat while playing pool may drop everyone's skill level by 2. So he's cutting you a break. Everybody a break. Huh?
How are those jackets to shoot in? How are those
I won't
jackets?
tell you what he said.
Are they tight? A little tight to shoot in? Nice.
They're nice.
No
Got a little
problems.
breathing room.
Ryan's been bulking up a little bit, so the shoulders might be a little tight. I don't know.
We put some thought into these.
Again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching APA's Shamrock Shootout here at the APA studio. Jared with the break there. And he scratches on the break.
Try otherwise, right?
Good opportunity here now for Ryan, who is trailing by 8 points. Again, both players racing to 55, each ball worth 1 point, the 9 ball worth 2 points. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you folks tuning in from wherever you're tuning in at.
Good shot, right, man? A lot of people are saying stealing it or tricking people, so some form of deceit. Sorry, I don't want to. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to pay attention.
2 in the corner there for Ryan.
Joshua asks, where is this at? This is at the APA studio right outside of St. Louis. And the question on the table is, how do leprechauns earn their gold?
Well, it wouldn't be stealing it if they earn it, right?
Well, I mean,
I feel like that answers
takes
out
effort
of
to
the-
steal. If you want to stretch the definition, but I understand your point. Bob says escaping mortals.
Oh. Speaking of which, both my kids made leprechaun traps.
Leprechaun traps
this year
to get the gold.
I guess that's the thing. No leprechauns. The leprechaun did happen to leave behind some Hershey Kisses.
Well,
though,
there you
so.
go. So they did all right.
Jared is always feeling lucky, Mr. McShamrock. Oh,
shot.
yeah.
Confident.
Fires that ball in there. Strong.
Ashley Morgan says following the rainbow.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Oh.
So, all
Tries
right.
to get that 4-7 to go on the side. But
This is kind of anticlimactic. Like it's making. Here's the answer. It's making and mending shoes. They're cobblers.
leprechauns
That's
are
what a cobbler is.
cobblers.
They make and
Okay.
mend shoes. So those big old buckle shoes that they wear, that's their
Oof.
specialty.
Oof, oof, oof.
Yep.
Not only does he miss that 4 ball, but he scratches in the opposite pocket. Giving Jared ball in hand once again. A chance to do some real damage here. Cobbling shoes.
Yeah, making and mending shoes. Ooh,
Oh.
rattled that a bit. I always love the facial expression. So so for those of you who don't know the chat that doesn't know, I'm Steve. I'm kind of the nerd guy. I do a lot of the photography and stuff. So I'm just watching Jared's face. One of the most interesting things I get to see as a photographer at a tournament is watching everyone's facial reactions after the shot. You guys are priceless. Keep it up. But the shoes are so small.
4 in the corner there for Ryan, finally.
So, yeah. So that's only number 2 that you've missed, Jay.
Nice little cut shot. Gets both the 5 and the 7 to drop. Big 2 points there for Mr. McShamrock Panhorst. Fires in the 6.
Does he get to the 8? Does he hit it?
Leaves himself nicely on the 8 ball. Looks in good shape here. As he draws ever closer now.
Good shot.
8
I
in
always
the
miss
corner.
shots like that.
This 9 ball would tie this match up, Steve. As he fires it in the corner, we're all even at 28 points apiece here at the Shamrock Shootout, brought to you by the American Pool Players Association. Again, both these guys playing to lay claim to our Studio Showdown Championship title belt. Ryan will have the break. Jared prepares the rack. And we are hoping you guys are enjoying this match as we kick off your St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
What is your plan? You've been asking everybody else about their plans for the holiday. What is the Jaw doing?
Not much of a plan tonight. Not much of a plan tonight. The Jaw's got kids at home, young kids at home, so
I get
go
it.
home and
It's
hang
a little
with
bit
the
different.
fam. Gonna go home and hang with the fam. Yeah, St. Patty's Day is a lot different than it was for me 10 years ago.
So when you were younger,
Ooh,
what was
big
your
break
that
there.
was?
5 ball in the break once again for Mr. Panhorst.
You can see the one pretty good.
Ryan McShamrock, as I have dubbed him today.
Bob Andrea says the flavor of choice is Bailey's Irish Liquor. I am a fan of that.
Sure, a lot of folks will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day at League Night tonight.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun night to have.
Back
League
in the
night
day,
on.
we would
Yeah.
have been playing on League
True.
Night before
Very
the
true.
pandemic. Our office league was always on Thursdays. Have not restarted that just yet.
So let me ask Chat. So if and when we do start up our inner office league, we should stream that, right? And see all the shenanigans. I think we could be a sitcom, Jason.
All right, Jared's going to have ball in hand here as Ryan has taken a 2-point lead for the first time in this match with the lead. Both of these gentlemen are APA employees. As Jared fires in the 2 ball, Jared is a member of our franchise consulting team. He works with a group of our league operators around the country, kind of their direct line of support and motivation.
I always think of them like our first line of defense. You know,
They're tied up at 30 points. And then Ryan, who was previously the league operator for the St. Louis APA here in the area, as Jared pockets that ball and takes a narrow lead again. Ryan just transitioned out of that role and is now part of our franchise development team. Those are the folks that bring in new league operators.
I don't know if you can see that.
Jared making quick work of this rack.
Ooh, close. This might have just swung the other way.
Pretty neck and neck here now, and we got into this 4th rack. Jared with a 2-point lead, but Ryan at the table.
Hello to Keith Birch from Southeast Texas.
Keith Birch. Ryan pockets that 7 in the corner.
Chris, who is kind of busting Ryan's chops, has now become a Ryan believer.
Ryan picking up some fans as we go.
As we shark them. Commentators curse. Sorry, man. I was trying to say something positive.
Trying to build your
I
confidence.
know. You can't win for losing.
That'll bring Jared back to the table. Oh, not quite enough.
The suits are a big hit, gentlemen. They look sharp.
Boy, and they fit you guys well. You never know
Yep.
when you buy those kinds of outfits, how well they're going to fit, but they fit them both pretty well, don't they?
I can't remember if it was, I think it was Casey or Becky. They actually went through the reviews on these suits to find out if they ran small, they ran big. We did some research to make sure we got it right. Maybe Becky's answer in chat. Maybe she remembers who did that. 'Cause I want to make sure. I know it wasn't me. I do know that.
Cuts that 8 in the side. Once again, tying the match momentarily. And now leading by 2 points once again, up 34-32 as we inch ever closer. What do you think, Steve? Who's going to strap on the Studio Showdown title after this match? Any favorites at this point?
See, I really like both of these gentlemen, and I don't have a favorite one over the other. I honestly just want it to go the distance so we can stream longer. That's my sole motivation.
There's your Studio Showdown title right there. Look at that beauty. One of these guys will lay claim to the title until our next Studio Showdown. Ryan with the break here.
John says, do they shop together? Yes, daily. All the time. Is it dry?
Dry break there for Mr. Panhorst. Brings Jared back to the table. An easy shot on the 1 ball.
Shout out from Phoenix.
I think I saw earlier somebody was tuning in from like South Korea.
That's cool. That's super cool.
What time is it in South Korea?
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe 8 hours difference? Does that sound right?
I would think it's
because you think Hawaii's 5, right?
I think London's like 6.
Well, I think you'd go
South
the other
Korea's
way.
Got to be farther.
You go over the Pacific.
Oh, nice shot there by Jared as
So
he ties things up again. 34 points apiece. Each player needing 21 more. Can't follow the 3 ball in.
John asked me, where did my beard go?
I had that same question the other day.
Full transparency, and I'm sure every man has done this at a time or two in their life. It was a misfire on the beard trimmer, and it was just better to start over.
Where was the misfire at? I'm curious.
It was a little bit closer to the goatee section.
Oh,
it was probably about 3 or 4 centimeters not where I wanted it to be, and it was not my shining moment. However, everyone did get a laugh out of it, and that's all right.
3 in the corner there for Ryan McShamrock Panhorst.
I have a 15-year-old son who were working with shaving and trimming, and he had adjusted the settings, and that's how it happened. So, but now it's happened once; it won't happen a second time.
So you went a little too short, is what you're saying?
Yeah. And the guard was changed, so it cut off a bit too much. So it was very sad. I want Ryan's beard, to be honest.
Jared surveying the table here. Trailing by just 1 point. Again, each ball pocketed here worth 1 point. The 9 ball worth 2 points. Pretty quiet here, Steve, in the APA studio, isn't it? Oh, it's 4:52 a.m. in Korea. Whew.
Chat always delivers. Chat always delivers. I always think of chat like the third commentator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes it easy. It's like having easy conversation.
Already Friday over there. St. Patrick's Day is over. I wonder if they celebrate St. Patrick's Day in South Korea. I'm guessing probably not.
I mean, maybe.
So he gets the 4 in the corner.
John says, I've done that, and I don't have anyone to blame. That's fair. I have also done that without people to blame as well. This time I had a scapegoat, so.
Try to put a little spin on it there, but goes into the 7 ball. Fortunately, I don't think they heard the language there.
Nope. He asked specifically not
Mr.
to be mic'd.
Shamrock. Bring Jared back to
Boise.
the table.
Hello, Saudi Arabia. Hello, North Carolina.
Saudi Arabia, wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what time it is there. Let's keep the party going.
Let's
Jared
guess. I'm guessing 2 a.m.? 1 a.m.?
Yeah, I'm going to say, I'm going to say 1:52 in Saudi.
There you go.
1:52 a.m. 3 hours behind.
We got
Korea.
North Carolina, Delaware, Virginia. It's the one thing I love about the internet. You know, we're separated by miles and miles and miles, yet we're all in the same room. You know, it's just a neat thing.
6 in the corner pocket there for Ryan.
Linda Tucker asks, how often do we play on this table? Not a ton. We use it for content. However, it has been moved quite a bit lately. I'm glad it's playing as well as it is.
You guys played on it a little bit yesterday, didn't you?
We did, but we weren't playing real pool. We were making TikToks.
Wow.
We should tell them about TikTok.
That seems like the perfect segue
I
into
know.
a plug as Ryan
Good
gets a little
shot.
McLucky on that 8-ball.
McLucky.
Yeah, our new TikTok channel that we launched, about 2 weeks ago
Yep.
during the U.S. Amateur Championship. I guess it's been about a month now.
Give or take, somewhere in that range. I
Another
think we
point
released
there
it
for
right
Ryan.
the
Yeah,
week
about
before
a month,
USAM.
about a month ago now, and a lot of folks following us there. So if you are on TikTok, make sure you connect with us.
Good shot. Oh, Ryan, no, buddy.
Misses out on 2 points there. They'll spot that 9-ball up, and Jared will have ball in hand. I would imagine he'll pick up 2 more points here.
Back and forth now.
Let's see, he spots the 2 up.
The TikTok username is APA Pool.
APA Pool. Go out there today and follow us on TikTok if you're a TikToker. All right,
Jared
2
wraps
points
that
for
up.
Jared. Big swing there, Steve. 2 points lost for Mr. Panhorse. 2 points gained.
I'm happy as a
Mr.
clam.
Grafman, 4-point swing. And this race to 55.
And I will say about the TikTok channel, it's a lot different content. We have a lot of fun on that channel. Whereas we were in here yesterday doing all sorts of goofy stuff. So there's a lot of really, really funny things down the pipeline.
10:55 p.m. in Saudi Arabia.
Man, we were off by what, 2 hours, 3 hours?
I said 1:50 something. So yeah, I was off by 3 hours.
Murdoch hooking it up.
Jared will have the break here, now trailing by 2 points. Powerful break, but does not get a ball to drop. Another chance for Ryan to extend the lead.
I tell you what, dry breaks, I did not understand the impact of how important a dry break is on the match until we went to the Moscone Cup.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? With those 5-rack races and all that, man, it's like, it's the break.
Well, you can see how important the lag is at that
Oh,
level,
for sure.
too,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of times I felt like the lag to
That
just
alternate
determine the
break
match.
format, yeah, that lag is huge, having that extra break in that race to 5.
Ooh. It's the table, man. It's the
Right.
table. Absolutely the table.
Brings Jared
100%.
back to the table. Again, if you're just joining us, you're watching the APA Shamrock Shootout. We're here at the APA studio, just outside of Lake St. Louis, where our office is located. We've set this up over the last couple of years. Really, during COVID, this
Yep.
building's come together.
Gave us something to
Adjacent
do.
to our warehouse, gave us some space to do some different things, whether it's matches like this or our TikTok channel or photo shoots, all the different content we generate.
I will say we're definitely growing into it. I'm really thankful that we started how we did, because it's like raising a kid. You know, every month goes by, you can do a bit more, and we're really starting to hit our gear. So I think everyone's gonna be real happy with the stuff coming down the pipeline. We've got an instructional series coming. We've got TikTok after TikTok after TikTok coming down the pipeline. Some real cool stuff.
Well, it looked like it might have been a quick rack there, but he can't make that 1-9 combo. And a little bit of a slow start to this particular rack, Steve. No ball pocketed yet. Been talking to my buddy Jeremy Jones, who was down in Tampa with us for the U.S. Amateur Championship, trying to get him to come to St. Louis and do a little bit more instruction. I know folks would love to see some instruction from Mr. Jones.
He's a cool guy. Like, he's real laid back. He's just a cool guy to hang out with.
Smart.
Yeah, super smart.
When it comes to pool.
And he explains it in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Takes these high-level concepts and all the geometry and just makes it make sense, which is nice.
All right, so the first ball in this rack falls is the one in the side. Extends Ryan's lead, now at 40 points, needs 15 more. Two in the corner.
This is another shot that I miss all the time to ride the rail like this.
What kind of celebration do we have planned for our winner here, Steve? party's going to be on.
Well,
Oh,
still
no,
make it.
Can't get it
Cheated
off
off
the
the
four.
floor.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I part of me wants to tell you, and part of me
Okay, wants
doesn't
it to
want
be
to
a
tell you.
surprise. Okay.
Part of me kind of wants to tell you in case it's anticlimactic.
Don't ruin the surprise. Jared pockets the 3.
Yeah, I always miss those on the rail shots. I don't quite understand the physics behind compressing the rail. If anybody in chat's got a tip for me.
Right. Jared closing the gap here. No luck on that 5, and he leaves a pretty easy shot there for Ryan McShamrock Panhorst. Ryan pockets that 5 without an issue, leaves himself nicely on the 6 ball here. 6 ball drops.
See, now do you play safety here, or can he cut that?
Extends his lead. Cannot pocket the 7,
can he see
but
it? He may have got lucky in the. Oh, that's right. We have a telestrator, Jason.
There you go.
Look at that. I think you can see that.
Watch this. Let's see one of these.
Shamrock. Yeah. Oh, we can't both do it at the same time.
Let's see if I can do this. There we go. There's your telestrator. Jared O'Lucky Graffman at the table. Firing on the 7 ball.
You buying that?
Works its way around the table. I think he can see it. Whether he can make it is another question.
Deborah asks, what's the name that your videos are under for TikTok? That is APA Pool.
Yeah, you just hit that little search icon and type in APA Pool.
I think right now the top TikTok on there is Matt Miley, the Smiley Leprechaun.
Fires in the 7 ball there. The top video or the most recent?
Most
video?
recent,
Okay.
yes. The top video is
Like some of Florian's stuff was.
Yeah, one of
performing
Florian's
pretty well.
trick shots.
Oh, nice shot there. Rides that 8 all the way down the corner.
Wrapping this up.
2 more points with the 9 on the side. So Ryan McShamrock Panhorst, folks, who was down pretty deep early on, has now opened up
within a rack.
An 8-point lead here at the Shamrock Shootout. Needs only 8 more points. Jared still needing 16. Ryan will have the break.
See, now we have to shark him hard if we win another rack. I'm fine with that.
Don't count Mr.
No, believe me, we've seen it, man.
out.
We've seen finals matches where someone's down, 10 racks to 1 and come back and win 11-10. We've seen it. It's not over till it's over.
Ryan with the break here. He's been real good with that 5 ball. Doesn't get it there, but he does get the 4.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Can see the 1 ball. Maybe the 1-7 combo here.
That's hard, especially because he's on the rail here.
Needs only 6 points now as the countdown begins. Cannot get the 1-7 combo.
Yeah, but that's, how do you go? What do you do? You know what I mean?
That brings Jared back to the table. Looking to cut into the lead here.
Oh, well, there you go. That's
combo.
how you do that. Question asked and answered.
Puts him at 40. Follows it up with a,
Oh!
Got it. Got it. Hung on there for just a second, but it does drop.
It's so tense. The
Always
drama.
tense as it gets down towards the end of the match, no matter the stakes.
Oh, I got questions. I got to get the rest of these questions. I'll ask them.
Look at this. Look at this. Not quite enough.
going.
Ran out of speed.
All right, we're going to do speed round.
Speed. Brings Ryan back to the table with a 7-point lead. Needing 7 more points to win this match. lay claim to the Studio Showdown title. Make that 6 points.
All right, let me squeeze in my last question real quick.
Last question.
How many Americans claim some Irish ancestry?
On St. Patrick's Day?
Well, yeah, okay.
95%.
That's a fair question.
Is it on St. Patrick's Day or just in general?
So that's a fair question. The question is how many actually have Irish ancestry and claim it on like a census form?
I'm going to go 25%.
25% of the country is Irish?
Has some Irish descent. Not.
So how many people are in America? 300 million?
Wait, did you say percentage or how many?
How many? Number, not percentage. How
Okay,
many?
so we'll say
25% is like
80 million.
80 million. Okay, so
My
we got
number.
80 million.
It's about 25%. Meanwhile, Mr. Payne.
I know. Is this it? It's on the rail. We got to shark him. Shark him.
Just 3 points, and they are here on the table if he can finish out this rack.
Shark
You better give me that answer quick, Steve-O.
We'll do it after the 8 if he makes it. Oh,
Cannot
that's
get
so
the
hard.
8
Those
to
shots
go.
are hard.
So I said 80 million. 80 million
80
people,
million.
I'm saying, have some Irish heritage, true Irish heritage. Easy 8 in the side for Jared. See if he can get 2 more points.
Does it, no. Okay, missed it. It's hard to see from this angle, but we're like right at table level.
All right, Jared able to extend this to the next rack. 2 more points.
2 more points. So I'll let this question hang a bit. How many Americans claim some Irish ancestry? Not just on St. Patrick's Day, but legitimately. So in your
My guess was 80 million.
80 million. We have a 31.5 mil from Roger. Dan does 40 million.
Ryan will prepare the rack here. Jared will have the break.
Sean's taking my advice. It goes 80 million and 1.
80 million and 1.
You're out of the
Nice.
running. That's Price is Right
Going
rules.
with the Price is Right strategy, huh?
Savage.
$1.
Casey Dawson says 103%. And that is 30 million, give or take.
All right, here we go.
So not dry. That's good.
How do we get there?
Jerry needs to have a strong rack here.
6 ball. The green 6 drops for Mr. O'Lucky Graffman. Cannot follow it in by pocketing the 1. And again, Ryan McShamrock Panhorst needs just 3 points here.
Before you shoot, let's take a moment and just thank these two guys again for coming out.
For sure.
Getting on stream, letting everybody watch you play.
It's not easy to do this on
not.
stream. I don't care what the stakes. Never easy.
Both these guys looked at me like I was crazy. They both said they haven't played forever, and then I reminded them that they're on salary and they don't have a choice. And then they graciously agreed.
Well, you always have a choice.
Right,
There's
no, I'm
always some
kidding.
choice.
Tongue in cheek. These guys are great. I just want to point out that we should appreciate these guys coming out.
We do appreciate them. We do appreciate them.
And Grace is always great.
As well as all the folks behind the scenes here at the APA studio. It's not just Steve and I. We got Keegan and Kara and Becky and Josh. And you wouldn't believe how many people it takes to do these live streams,
it
right?
does.
I mean, you got a couple commentators. You got people running the system. You got the players. You got somebody trying to answer the chat.
Easy to consume, hard to pull off with excellence. I will say that.
Oh.
So you ready?
Spin on that ball. I'm ready for the
answer.
I said 80 million.
You said the answer is 33.1 million.
Ooh, I was way over there.
So we had Alvin Bagley with 31 million, and that's from YouTube, and I think that might be the closest answer. Tony Gonzalez,
nice
no choice. I asked things and they were happy to do it. It's a good opportunity. Plus, with the pandemic, it's a really good opportunity for us to kind of all reconnect because we haven't seen each other in all that long.
Except on video chat.
All right,
So it's still in life here for Mr. Graffman.
So
ball in hand.
Basically, we use St. Patrick's Day as an excuse to hang out, and we chose to hang out with you guys. So.
Absolutely. Thought this would be the perfect segue into your St. Patty's Day celebrations. A lot of folks starting to wrap up the workday and head out, whether that's league night or other plans.
Corned beef and cabbage acquisition.
Could make for a long Friday for some of you folks. May your coffee be strong and your weekend start early, right? Is that an Irish saying? If not, it should be. Jared pockets that 2 in the corner. He's not ready to concede this match, folks.
Not at all.
Trails by 5.
So, Jordan, it wasn't a percentage. It was actually a number.
Trails by 4.
33.1 million Americans claim Irish
million.
ancestry, according to whatever census.
That number
numbers
goes
that
up
was.
to 80 million on St. Patrick's.
Yeah,
I'm
shoot.
telling you.
I actually thought your 95% was pretty accurate. Like, my last name's Alejandro, and I claim to be Irish. So let's just throw that out there.
Another point there for Jared. He is within 3.
So I guess, Nicholas, that's correct. If there's 300 million people, give or take, it's roughly 10, 11, 12%.
All right, so he can't pocket it, but he doesn't leave anything
Nothing easy, it seems.
particularly good for Mr. McShamrock Panhorst.
I have one more question. I lied.
Oh, one more. You better get it in
I'll
quick.
answer quick. What is Ireland's nickname? What is Ireland's nickname? That is the last question, legitimately.
The land of the leprechaun?
We'll find. Okay.
I don't know that one. I'm guessing that's not the right answer, but
It is not. I will go ahead. It's creative, though, and I dig it.
all right, Jared.
Ball
Now,
in hand.
Steve,
Opportunity.
big opportunity here.
He needs a
Ball in
strong rack.
hand, down 3 points,
We have Nicholas Stevens. It
5
says,
points on the table. We could be tied at the end of this rack.
Yeah, I could make that last rack. We should up the stakes for the last rack if it goes to the next rack. I don't know what that would be.
There's one. Makes it 50. Actually, he could take the lead. He could be one. He could be 1 point
Drama.
away with the break.
Could be the break. Yep.
7 in the corner.
It's a match.
Now down just 1 point.
Tony Gonzalez says Potato Land.
Ooh, rattles the 8 in the
Does he get a
corner,
leave?
but
That's not a gimme.
yeah,
That's not a gimme. Still a
what
match.
This has
No
become.
pressure. Blah, 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 blah.
What a match we have
Super
here.
professional here at
Quite
the APA Shamrock Shootout.
Quite the match here for our Shamrock Shootout here in the APA studio. Little St. Patrick's Day fun for you folks.
Casey Dawson says, if it wasn't for whiskey, the Irish would have ruled the world.
I saw a saying the other day that said, if you're lucky enough to be Irish, you're lucky enough.
There you go. I like that.
Tries
Tough
to
shot.
bank the
That's a tough
8.
shot.
All right.
And I didn't shark him, I promise. So the answer.
The answer.
What is, there was a lot of people in chat that got it right. It is not Potato Land, even though I do like that one. It's the Emerald Isle.
Emerald Isle. That makes
Emerald
sense.
Isle.
Nice cut on the 8, and we are tied at 52.
Where's that going?
With the 9 ball and 2 big points here on the table. Okay. Still a big 2 points. Big 2 points and the break.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Big 2 points and the break. This is a
drama.
This is a big 9 ball here.
It's a big break.
Again, both these players skill level 7s. So they're racing to 55 points.
Somebody from YouTube said I Googled faster.
Cannot get that to drop in the side. Jared will have a chance to put himself 1 point away as our Shamrock Shootout is winding down.
And this
What a match this has been. It looked early on like it might not be much of a match. Again, cannot pocket the 9.
I feel like if it wasn't a copyright strike, I would play like Eye of the Tiger or something right now. You know? YouTube doesn't let us have fun like that, but
No.
it'd be nice if we could.
All those rules out there.
I know.
Ryan
Good shot, good
McShamrock Panhorst, folks, 1 big point away. He will have the break.
So
Will have the break. We've seen a few, a few dry breaks. We've seen a few. But a ball on the break here will give the victory
to Mr. Panhorst. Or
and
what
the
is
championship title to Mr.
And the
McShamrock Panhorst. The celebration would be on, but
Ryan, how do you feel, buddy?
Feels
Shaky?
a little shaky.
It's intense. High stakes.
stretching the collar a bit. Been pretty good on these last few breaks, though, for Ryan. See if he can
So is
fire
he
in
due?
one more. Jared hoping for a dry break.
I believe Jared. Oh,
There it is, folks.
that was quick.
Gets that 5 once again. Oh, there we go.
Come on, Becky, you can do it.
The celebration. Woo. I think
That
she about
surprised
shot Ryan in the head. Let's give him the title. Give him the title belt. Take the title belt. Let's get the title belt going for Mr. Ryan McShamrock, Panhorse. Strap it on, buddy. You are the reigning Studio Showdown champion as the cannons are firing here at the APA studio. The St. Patrick's Day party is on. You can see he's laid claim to that title belt.
I'm
He
so
is
proud.
our reigning Studio Showdown champion. Folks, appreciate you joining us. Hope you guys had some fun. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. Be safe out there. And again, if you're starting the weekend early, may your coffee be strong and may your Friday
Start
end
early.
Yeah, start early. There you go. Folks, we're signing off from the APA studio. We'll see you again in the near future. Thanks for tuning in.